Peace, peace and blessings, peace to the good family, peace and love to the good fam. I am here. We are in the building, live and connected, setting up my little stuff. All right, making sure I'm all plugged in and good. Infinite salute to the good family. Lovely to see you guys again. Lovely to reconvene with my good family. I hope that you guys have been well. Hopefully you enjoyed the weekend, right? And are definitely excited about some boxing cooking that we have today. We have quite a bit to discuss. Just as always, good people, in this crazy, 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 wild, wild west that we call boxing, brothers and sisters, right? We got a lot to get into, a lot to divulge. But of course, first and foremost, I'm wishing everybody peace and blessings. And secondly, I'm definitely going to do my salutations of the good family to see who we got in the building so we can start this thing off the right way. You feel me? All right, so let's see who we got in the building first on deck. As you guys make your way in, salute to everyone. I see you guys trickling your way in. Let's see who we got on deck. Infinite blessings, infinite peace to my twin, Daryl Anderson, 10 toes and first up on deck this evening, ladies and gentlemen. All right, salute to my twin, the king, Daryl, in the building. Can you guys hear me okay? Put some nines in the chat, you guys, if you guys can hear me well, if I am coherent and coming through properly, right? And while you do that, I'm looking good on my end, but definitely let me know if all is audible on your end, good people. You know what it is. Also hit the like button. Oh, I remembered this week, you guys. Hit the like button as well on your way in, good family. But yes, infinite blessings, infinite energy to my twin Daryl. He says, salute to the beautiful queen, aka my twin Sugar Free. Salute to the rest of the kings and the queens in the chat. Infinite blessings, infinite love and positive energy to my twin. And as always, twin, yes, indeed, sir. You know how it is. You know the drill. Get them damn nines up, y'all. Put some nines in the chat if y'all ready for this cooking. Okay? That we got on deck today. Salute to my twin Daryl. Yes, right next to me. Right next to me, okay? Right on my left side, all right? Definitely got the peppermint and the water on deck, okay? I am prepared for this cooking because I know I'm going to need all the water I can get. I'm going to be like a pastor in church, baby. Handkerchief, water, everything. All right? Because we're going to be definitely serving it up today. You feel me? Infinite blessings, infinite energy to my number one comrade, the king, and the coach Hudson, coach of the truth tellers that is, and none other. Brothers and sisters, infinite blessings to the king and the coach Hudson, 10 toes as always in the building and nothing less. He says salute to my number one comrade, the queen of boxing media. Queen, did you hear that man say he loved Keyshawn with all of his heart? Take your time with this one. Cook him. I surely did, comrade, and regretfully so. Regretfully, I had to experience that with my own ears. I had to take that in and process that, unfortunately, comrade. What a disgrace. And we definitely going to get to some cooking. Definitely. And without a doubt, comrade. Okay. Who else we got in the building? We got the king, Scythe, in the building. Salute to the cipher. He says, praises to the illustrious, supreme, and divine SugarFreeMars. Okay, now, Scythe. That's what I'm talking about. I love that energy. King, thank you so much. And I am giving it back to you twofold. You feel me? Infinite blessings to the king, Scythe, with that wonderful, magnanimous energy that he has. Thank you so much, King. I appreciate you. Definitely and definitely. Oh my goodness, we got my beautiful sis, Cammy Cam is in the building. Combos with Cam, that is, ladies and gentlemen. Put some respect on my beautiful sis's name up in here. Blessings to my beautiful sis. Lovely to see you, Queen. She says, my beautiful sis. And she got her hearts and her nines. Infinite energy to my beautiful sis, 10 toes on deck with us. Okay. Big, big love to you. Love you, love you, love you. Big, beautiful sis. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you. Oh my goodness. Speaking of bountiful energy, magnanimous energy, we got the king himself. All right. The king, Patrice X30 in the building, brothers and sisters. He says, salute, Sugar Free. There's something off with Key and Shakur. Something just feels wrong. Is it weird that R. Kelly's Keep It On the Down Low is both of their favorite songs? Oh my God, the King Patrice, heavy with the bars, heavy with the Sunday Psalms, as per usual, ladies and gentlemen. That is quite interesting that damn Keep It On the Down Low is both of their favorite songs, King Patrice. We have some reconnaissance to do. We got some interrogating to do of these brothers, because what type of time are they on? We're going to get into it. We're definitely going to get into it, Patrice. Thank you so much. I hope all is well with you and yours. You know, I'm always extending gratitude and blessings to my brother, Patrice. Lovely to see you, King. Also, lovely to hear you cooking. Yesterday, I believe that was yesterday afternoon with my number one comrade, Coach Hudson, on his platform. Your voice is powerful, King. And you always stand on business. That's why I rock so heavy with you. So infinite blessings to you, King. Who else we got in the building? I see the good family giving each other salutations. We got the King drumming for life in the building. Infinite blessings, who simply says, salute, SugarFreeMars. Infinite blessings to you, King. Thank you so much. I appreciate you carving out a bit of your Sunday evening to spend with us here on this side. Oh my goodness, speaking of 10 toes, we got the King, Slim Hussein, in the building, ladies and gentlemen. He says, SugarFreeMars in the chat. Blessings. Blessings to you as well, King. Lovely to see you as always. You know what it is. We got the King, Lone Star Steph, Big Steppin' in the building. He says, yeah, happy holidays, Lady SugarFreeMars. I see you on the X app applying pressure. Yes, I see you on X applying pressure. You know how I'm stepping, King. He says, be well today. God be with you. Thank you so much, King. Lovely to see you. And thank you for stopping by. Oh my goodness. We got the lovely King Eric O himself in the building, ladies and gentlemen. He says, beautiful queen and my roses. Infinite blessings to the lovely King Eric in the building. Always wonderful to see you, King. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Always good to see you. We got the King Dante in the building, ladies and gentlemen. He says, salute, my sister SugarFreeMars. Blessings on blessings on blessings to you, King. Lovely to see you. My comrade gave me some nines. Okay, so that I'm audible. Everything is good. I'm glad. Slim gave me some nines. Southwest gave me some nines. We got the King Snoopy Mac in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Dream Team DHP over everybody at all times. You understand me? Okay? Infinite salute to my good brother, Snoopy Mac. Salute to the King Southwest Dice in the building. Lovely to see you, King. Oh my goodness, we got my beautiful queen, Mama Love, in the building, ladies and gentlemen. We got to always put some extra sauce for the Mama Love. Infinite blessings, infinite energy, infinite light to my Mama Love. Always lovely to see you. She says, salute, warrior queen, infinite blessings, and huge hugs to my child of love with her nines. Thank you so much, beautiful Mama Love. Always good to see you. Always good to feel that wonderful warmth and vibration that you have everywhere you go. Hello. Sending you big, big hugs, Mama Love. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you, big, big. You already know what it is. Oh my goodness, we got the King St. Louis Mix, brothers and sisters, aka the King Uncommon, because he is like none other. Okay, he says salute to the one and only warrior queen, Sugar Free, and peace to the chat. Smash the like button, family. King Uncommon, you would be so proud of me. I remembered earlier. I remembered, and thank you so much for doubling that. Okay, and putting a second stamp on that. Definitely smash the like button, good people. We got some wonderful dialogue to get into today. Okay, salute to the King Uncommon. I appreciate you, King. Lone Star gave me a 9. Thank you so much. Okay, good people. I see y'all rolling up. And I'm just scroll because I went a ways up. Well, I don't want to miss anybody. I like to get y'all as y'all coming in. Oh my goodness, my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Empress Emma is in the building, brothers and sisters. Y'all know how I feel about the Empress when she is in the building. Okay, my sisterhood energy is nothing to play with. Infinite salutations, infinite energy to the Empress Emma, who says, blessed and honorable greetings to the gorgeous sister, SugarFreeMars, with her hearts and her nine. See, this is why we don't play when the Empress is in the building, because she steps with Empress energy and nothing else, brothers and sisters. All right, salute to my beautiful sister, Emma. Lovely to see you, Emma. I hope everything is well on your side, right? Hope you had a good weekend. And I also hope you're ready for some good cooking we got in store today. Okay, salute to the Empress Emma. We got the King Nai Kwan Commission in the building. He says, salute, Queen, and chat. Infinite salutations to you. Okay, infinite energy to you. Thank you so much for joining. I see the good family talking to each other. I'm all up in y'all business, by the way. We got the King John Martin in the building. He gave me a 9. He says, salute. Beautiful, sweet, sugar-free Mars. Keep cooking the bums. Tag them. Tag team champions. Keep cooking the bum tag team champions. You know what? Listen, I know my good family is too through with all of the nonsense. Y'all are already coming in the building on smoke. Demon time, and I love it. Salute to the King John Martin. Lovely to see you. Oh my goodness, the King Devo is in the building. Salute, King. Lovely to see you as always as well. We got the 4-ounce sniper in the building. He says, yo, salute, sugar free and chat. Blessings to you. We got the King. I see my good family just rolling up in here. I see y'all. Salute to the King Eden the Wise in the building. He says, salute your majesty. Infinite blessings to Eden the Wise. I hope that everything is well with you. Yes, sending lots of love, lots of energy your way, good family, to every single one of you in here. And of course, I cannot forget to also, while we are, basking in each other's greatness and each other's presence, I definitely want to extend infinite peace and blessings to all of the beautiful brothers up in here today who are fathers, who have fathers, who've lost fathers, who have fatherly figures in their lives, who experience the grace and the majesty that is masculine divinity, sending infinite blessings to all of my beautiful brothers. You know what I mean? I know that people tend to make a big deal a lot of the times about Mother's Day, right? And Father's Day is kind of like, a holiday as well that people revere and stuff like that. But I always feel like the weight is definitely needed and the pressure is definitely needed, tantamount to that of the pressure applied or the reverence given on Mother's Day, because you guys are one half of life. You guys are one part of our creation, of the creation of all things. And the beautiful brothers, especially and particularly, need to be reminded of their grace and divinity. Not just today on Father's Day, this man-made holiday, but in general and at all times. So salute to the beautiful brothers. Salute to all the kings that made you. Salute to your bloodline of kings, right? To the kings that you will make or have made. You understand? So infinite blessings to the beautiful brothers. Just wanted to get that out there to you guys. Now, let's see where I want to begin on this boxing talk, brothers and sisters. Let me take a sip of my water because my twin Daryl already knows how I'm stepping. Give me 1 second. Okay. Now, lot to discuss, brothers and sisters. So much so that I wouldn't be surprised if I go a little bit over today. In fact, while I was preparing, I kind of made a mental note, right, that I may go over my usual 2.5 hour time, simply because there is so much to unpack, surrounding the current episodes, if you will, concerning E.T. the Shook One Stevenson, and the puss ass energy that's being spewed all around these here boxing streets via him and the conniving, plotting, scheming ways of himself and that old slick beard jive turkey out here. You know what I mean? So I kind of prepared that, if I needed to stretch out a little bit more, a little bit further than I usually do regarding time, that I will, um, be prepared for that. Okay. Because I know there's a lot of things that I want to point out. And I'm not sure if you guys wanted to, I know we get to talking and I want to make sure that I exchange with you because I know I didn't necessarily get to as extensively last week because I had so much to say. So, that being said, brothers and sisters, there is so much on the table that we have been seeing and witnessing. And a part of the things that I had prepared for my beautiful family was the footage of course, the infamous interview that is, that features Shakur Stevenson. Um, I think it's something like 30 minutes or so, as far as duration, the interview that he did with the Malibu Barbie, AKA the London Barbie, over there on the Daily Mail. I was going to pull some of that footage, and that was going to be a part of my receipts, is to go in and dissect portions of that interview. But I have decided right before I went live to not play back those despicable words that I heard uttered on that platform. I chose not to do that. Right. For number one, I'm sure you've all heard it. There are clips going around everywhere. And I'm sure a lot of you have also heard it in full. And if you have not, I charge you to go watch it because the whole 30-minute interview is not about Devin. In fact, it's only barely 10 minutes of the ending of the interview where the spotlight is brought on the whole Devin situation, maybe about 8 minutes. OK, but I charge anyone who has not seen it to go watch it in full. I'm sorry, to go watch, in full if you want to, right? If you want to hear all the BS he's spewing in the, throughout, but, to go watch the length of that portion where they highlight Devin Haney and the particulars of, surrounding that fight, the particulars of the fight. Go watch it. Go watch it for yourselves. I refuse to play that shit, that trash, that detritus on my platform. I was so revolted, reviled, and absolutely disgusted, brothers and sisters. I said, I'm not playing that fuckery on my platform. Bad enough I got to talk about this shit as a reality. I'm not playing that shit back. I am not soiling my platform with that inanity, brothers and sisters. All right? Now, let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, there's just no way around it. The pleasantries have long been discarded of. I don't think there's anything to be pleasant about when we are speaking about this level of cowardice that we have been witnessing from this man and his surrounding team. And at the helm of it, the slick beard goddamn jive turkey, ladies and gentlemen. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting work. Brothers and sisters, Shakur the Shook One Stevenson, a.k.a. E.T. Stevenson, a.k.a. Titan Snatch Stevenson, a.k.a. Oh, I'm so tiny Stevenson, a.k.a. Hot Girl Summer Stevenson, is out here, brothers and sisters, single-handedly ruining, desecrating, and completely marring the sport of boxing. Period. I said what I said. It's going to get very hot up in here today, brothers and sisters. If any of these fucking sassy ass niggas come sliding their way in here on their knees, their favorite fucking position, you know what to do. Moderators, help their asses out the kitchen. Because we definitely going to be hot and heavy up in here today. No sugar. It has to be stated plainly, ladies and gentlemen. No additives, no preservatives necessary. When we talking this real shit, this boxing shit. Find your way out. If you want to be placated to and cosseted, go somewhere else. Go find a sassy ass page to dick ride. Oh yeah, I'm on that type of time today, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sick and disgusted by what I am seeing. Appalled. As a boxing fan, brothers and sisters, no cap. Hot girl Summer Stevenson is out here ruining the sport of boxing. Black American boxing and the representation of Black warriorship in boxing. Single-handedly, he's doing that, ladies and gentlemen. Let's not cap about what we are seeing. Let's not cap. This nigga has, in a matter of a few months, ladies and gentlemen, a few months, this boy has relegated himself to being, proven as the, softest, most tender, frail, demure motherfucker in boxing, ladies and gentlemen. How the hell did that happen? How did that happen? How did he go from somebody we have upheld, respected, believed in the potential of, deemed to be the one to take the torch forward of Black excellence and Black supremacy in boxing? We looked at him as that, right alongside Devin, right alongside what we thought to be a Purple Pain Davis at a particular time, right alongside Boots, and all the other beautiful brothers we can name. The Shakur Stevenson was among that cloth, ladies and gentlemen. How did he go from that to such a fucking puss in a matter of a few months? How did that happen, ladies and gentlemen, other than the fact that that is always who he had been already? He fooled us all, as I had mentioned in a previous discussion of ours. He cajoled his way in to the hearts of the diehards. He sauntered his way in, cajolingly. Honey all over his words. I'm the next this, I'm the next that. I want legacy, now you hear? All the while, this dude is a whole sucker. No intention of showing valor. No intention on standing on his own masculine prowess as a warrior, brothers and sisters. I don't know what that man does outside of the boxing ring. Quite frankly, I could care less. That's his business. What he does in this beautiful sport that I am passionate about is where he will get all of this pressure and all of this work and the critiquing eye that comes with being passionate about this sport, whether he likes it or not. Because quite frankly, this man likes lamenting about people being critical of his moves. If you are not cossetting and bowing to his feet, suddenly he has a problem with that. How dare you expect anything of me? This is this man's disposition. It has been appalling, ladies and gentlemen. An absolute circus, a charade, a parody. Watching this man hide underneath his bed for the past week, for an entire week, ladies and gentlemen. This man has been shaking underneath his mattress for an entire week, scared to absolute death of the young King Devin, stepping 10 toes with that heat and that pressure, calling for every bit of smoke, every ounce of problems with this nigga. This man fucking hid and ran, tucked his tail, only to reappear with some half fucking baked, ridiculous, nonsensical ass interview with the fucking London Barbie, ladies and gentlemen. all people, where he knew he would be safe from questioning and interrogation. What is going on? What is going on? This man is scared to death of that young King Devin, who has been on his helmet unrelentingly, ladies and gentlemen, for not only him, but his fucking boy toy, ADD goddamn Davis, who he had already let the world know he wanted both of their heads on a stake in front of him. Both of their heads on a stake. Both of y'all can get it. No secrets about it. He been calling for every ounce of that pressure. What are we doing? This man, E.T. Stevenson, phoned the fuck home, brothers and sisters, for an entire week, vanished. Vanished. And only when that motherfucker felt like the coast was clear. Right? Only when he peeked out his little mattress and looked to the right and looked to the left. Right? Is the coast clear? Only then. Am I safe in the arms of my little brother? Are you going to protect me? Waited until he felt that coast was absolutely clear. Only when he felt the protection of his beloved little brother, quote unquote, ADD goddamn Davis. Only when he felt safe about his goddamn boy toy, inching closer and closer now to being called that WBO mandatory to Devin. Only then did this chump come from underneath his mattress and show face again. Can you believe it? Can you believe the level of cowardice that is at hand, ladies and gentlemen? This nigga is the biggest pussy in boxing. In boxing. That is the title of today's discussion, because that is the reality. That is what he has been proving. That is what he is continuing to prove and will continue to prove so long as he keeps averting from that pressure when it comes to the young King Devin. And he will remain the biggest puss in boxing until he fights the young King Devin. I don't put out missing persons reports, brothers and sisters, as many of you may have seen. Missing goddamn persons posters. I done called into the goddamn police station. Have you seen them? Have you seen them? Know what I'm saying? Y'all seen it? We couldn't find this nigga. That's because he was somewhere trembling and devising a plan that he and that old slick beard jive turkey, can come up with, on how to cap, how to connive when they return to the spotlight again, or how best can we cap, how best can we contrive up some finagled ass, bullshit ass lie and cover up some type of scheme so that we could saunter our way into an excuse as to why it is that we are ducking, but make it look good, you hear? But, we're not averting, we're not tucking tails, but Devin got to vacate his belt, ladies and gentlemen. Another motherfucking condition added to the laundry list of already absurd conditions that this man Devin had to concede to just to get the thought of a fight with this fucking puss-ass chump. Another condition and stipulation, ladies and gentlemen. One that proposes that he erase his own legacy, drop his own belt that he worked for, that he beat the number one man at welterweight for. Make this make sense, ladies and gentlemen. Make this make sense to me, because it surely does not. And I don't think it can to any rational, cognizant, Boxing diehard. Brothers and sisters, Core went ghost for a whole week. That's something in and of itself. We know Twitter is this nigga's favorite place on earth. Debo ran his ass the fuck off of Twitter. That's how happy this man is coming. And this man gets on motherfucking Becky the fucking Barbie. He gets on her goddamn platform and talking about, you're so obsessed with me. Oh my God, leave me alone. Just leave me alone. Why are you just so, oh my God, you're just trying to ravish me. Everywhere you go, oh my God, you can't keep my name out of your mouth. Just leave me. Did you hear that bullshit, brothers and sisters? Did you hear that nonsense? Absolutely disgusting. What type of motherfucking effeminate shit is that? What is that? Disappeared for a week. Gave one of the most ridiculous, nonsensical, risible interviews I have ever seen when he managed to pop back up and show his face in the light of day again after a week. One of the most risible interviews I have ever seen, brothers and sisters. In that interview, this coward sat there. And in talking about the prospective fight with the young king, this chump made every weak pretext, every weak justification that his little brain could think up and hold that had been inculcated into him by that old jive turkey. Sat there and thought of anything, threw anything out there to dissuade brothers and sisters. Absolutely dissuade from the most premier fight in boxing being actualized. He dissuaded, brothers and sisters, just as we discussed last week. This man does not want to concretize this fight with Devin. This nigga is in his lust, getting the attention that is coming from his association with Devin, just as he has always done since before he got to lightweight, brothers and sisters. This nigga was riding Devin since back then. Meat riding, clout chasing since before he even got to 35, and he's still doing it now. As grown men, this nigga's still doing that dumb, sassy shit. Instead of getting in that fucking center of that battlefield and proving who he is with that man. This man is satiated just by the thought of his association. Only his association with Devin, not proving himself by defeating Devin. Because he's a fucking pussy. Does not want the fight to be actualized. He sat there and dissuaded, even while he was trying to toot his own horn. I like taking challenges now. I don't run from nothing. I'm not built like that, so forth, etc. All the while fixing his fucking face to say, just vacate the title. Go on and put it down in the lap of Keyshawn so that he can fight for. Absolutely disgusting, ladies and gentlemen. One moment, he's tooting his own horn about being, Himothy. Oh, I'm the type of person that run towards challenges. Oh, I'm not trying to do anything else but challenge myself out here. He goes from that to, in the blink of an eye, throwing every impasse, every stipulation imaginable that would dissuade from the fights being actualized, ladies and gentlemen. Anybody of a rational and sound cognizant mind would have been just as revolted as I was, as critical and questionable as I was about this man's merit. He has no merit, not only as a fighter, brothers and sisters, but I even posit at this point as a man, because you got to be some type of sucker to do some shit like that. Where the fuck is your backbone and integrity? What is he doing, brothers and sisters? I was so utterly aghast, so outraged, disturbed, and repelled by what I was hearing upon hearing the portion of the interview that had focused on Devin, ladies and gentlemen. I honestly felt offended. Outright offended. Because as a boxing diehard, my intelligence was absolutely being insulted and disregarded hearing this fucking folly come out of this man's mouth. After Devin had already conceded, brothers and sisters, which he did not have to. That young king doesn't owe the sassy motherfucking hot girl Summer Stevenson a motherfucking thing. But because he is a warrior, he said, okay, nigga, you keep fucking crying, okay. 144, if I come down, are you with it or not? This sassy ass nigga says yes and swerves his ass all the way under his fucking bed to not be found, pops up with another motherfucking condition and stipulation. This nigga don't want to fight. That chump is not about legacy. Nobody can tell me otherwise. This is not conducive of a man on a quest and a hunt for legacy and supremacy among the best around him. Real warriors ain't stepping on that type of time. It's simple. I'm the best, you the best. Let's get it popping. That's it. This nigga got a sassy ass laundry list of everything Devin got to do, and he ain't got to do a motherfucking thing. He ain't got to do shit. But add on and augment more of these fucking diabolical ass, childish ass stipulations. More hurdles for the young king to jump over. Who the fuck is this nigga? Are we asking ourselves that? My good family is 1,000%. But are these fucking sassy ass sympathizers asking themselves that? That this man will be so disgustingly entitled enough to feel that he can make these demands of the welterweight champion, brothers and sisters, the number one of welterweight. Out of hand. Out of hand. He is a petulant child. Absolutely infantile, brothers and sisters. My intelligence was insulted upon viewing this particular portion. The sport was disrespected, I also feel, brothers and sisters. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Are you going to fight this man or no? Just say you want no problems with him. Go on about your goddamn business. You called this man's name. He been wanted to smoke with you. The difference is that he is not reticent about saying that he wants your fucking head on a plate. He's willing to get in there and jump in. Do battle to prove supremacy. What the fuck is this nigga willing to prove except that he is a clout chase fucking demon? Obsessed with attention. Obsessed with the acceptance of the major media machine. My dedication to seeing elite Black warriorship, ladies and gentlemen, was also insulted in watching this interview. It was insulted by the very man that I had once considered to be of absolute value and a necessity to boxing. I have rescinded recently my support of him because of the sassy, crazy, cowardly ass energy he is on. But brothers and sisters, do not be fooled. For the past decade, damn near, I was a staunch supporter of Shakur Stevenson. I don't play about Black warriorship in this sport that I love. The paramounts of Black elite warriorship, as you guys have heard me say for all of this time, okay? Since I began my live, since I began my channel, this is what I have propelled and pushed forward. The prominence of elite Black warriorship, its importance in boxing, and the fact that it is something that I herald, respect, and fiercely support. That's always something I have been unapologetic about. And seeing this man, Shakur Stevenson, sit in that seat, ladies and gentlemen, attempting to circumvent, avert, deflect, cry victim at a particular moment, debar and interdict his own potential, his own potential for legacy. I was sickened and reviled. I could not believe the level of cowardice I was looking at on that screen. Real talk, y'all. Like, what is going on? Moreover, brothers and sisters, I find it important to note and highlight the fact that this coward specifically chose the way in which he wanted to weave his web after his disappearance, after reemerging from his fucking, closet some goddamn where. He and that old slick beard jive turkey, right, went principally where they knew it would be safe for them to spew that fucking garbage. They deliberately knew that they can go to that platform because there it would yield no backlash. No heavy queries would be had by that woman or whoever was going to be conducting that interview. No pressure, no reconnaissance into the folly he was talking about. There would be no applied pressure, in other words. That's why they went to talk to the London Barbie. That man went to a source that is not even goddamn American-based, ladies and gentlemen. Not even American-based. He went to go lament in the arms of the London Barbie. I just can't, I laugh because it's crazy to me. He didn't come to no American platform. Cowardly is on, it's not even the word. Absolutely revolting. He did not come, brothers and sisters, to Black boxing spaces that would, talk to him and that are really interested and invested, because it is here that he has his base roots. Here is the fanship. He didn't come to those boxing corners, ladies and gentlemen, corners that hold multifold conversations about him every day. He did not tread towards platforms that push, pull, and cull a level of dialogue that encourages and demands Black expression to be represented at the utmost of its potentiality, ladies and gentlemen. No, that sucker went to goddamn Malibu, goddamn Barbie. Somebody who is completely unsuspecting, completely unwary, right? Somebody totally susceptible to the subterfuge that he and that old jive turkey are founded upon. That's where he went to, ladies and gentlemen, to go talk that nonsense, because he knew he would not be questioned. He would be cosseted. And that's exactly what he got. No disrespect to that woman, because she seemed genuinely like, well, why are they like that over there? Because he is telling her, he is inculcating into her this notion that Americans just, want to hate him because he's just, existing. Nasty work. He knew that that woman would not inquire because she is not informed. so that he went there so that he could comfortably bemoan and bewail to her about, oh, they just don't like to see you win in America. See, here in London, it's different for you guys. In America, they just don't like me. They just don't like me. This is the pussy shit this nigga is on. That's not to say that he doesn't have haters, like actual haters. I'm sure that he does. You know what I mean? Comes with the turf, especially at the, high point that he is in his career. He has a point of, a status and level of visibility. Absolutely, that comes with it. But your criticisms from conscious boxing spaces has nothing to do with simply not liking you. It comes from people who heavily and staunchly have supported you and are asking you, what are you doing? Where is the potential that we thought you had? Go and do that, because that's what I want to support. I want to support that. I want to crown you, but you cannot simply get by on belief anymore. Chump. You got to go put work in. It is not a one size fits all. You do not do one thing and go recline into your chair and get a goddamn manicure. It is a constant proving of grounds. That is the sport. That is the spirit of competition, ladies and gentlemen. Facts or no? You are being critiqued by the conscious spaces. That's who I can speak for. I don't know about these sassy ass, other people out here on some hating ass time for real. But the conscious boxing community, okay? You are being critiqued at this point by us. Because of what you are not doing, what you refuse to do as an athlete who deems himself to be supreme. You want to talk about it, and you are upset that there are cognizant folk who are asking you not simply to talk about it, but to be about it. There is a refusal to stand 10 toes. That is the problem. Where are you standing on business? Where are you willing to show that you are continually a work in progress towards your supremacy within this era? Just like your own mentor had to do. Bud, Ward. They had to constantly pass through fire to one degree or another. Where is that in this man, brothers and sisters? He thinks that because he fought fucking Teofimo Lopez, that he's the king of the goddamn earth. This nigga wants to be cosseted and overindulged by the public at large simply because he beat Teo, brothers and sisters. Let that resonate. Teofimo, a nigga who he already knew he was going to wash, no question. A nigga we already knew was going to be light work for him. He is trying to add accreditation onto Teo, to prop him up, to be some giant that he slayed. You're not fooling nobody. We knew you was going to mollywop and wash that man. No question about it. Suddenly, he's your biggest feat. Yes, on your resume, that is your most significant name. Absolutely. But as far as level of competition, nigga, fuck out of here. Trying to convince somebody that Teofimo was a motherfucking Goliath in boxing. That you were just so lucky to conquer. This motherfucking Teo already been conquered. Already been beat. Was already subdued by George Kambosos 5 years ago, brothers and sisters. 5 years ago. Kambosos marked that turf already. Court is absolutely deluded enough to want praises for another man's work because he passed the same test 5 fucking years later. Now I'm supposed to crown you the king of boxing? Not on my goddamn watch. And none of the brothers and sisters up in here will vouch for that. Fuck out of here. That weak ass shit. You did not dominate any new grounds. in defeating Tio, sir. Hot girl summer Stevenson. We're waiting on you to conquer some grounds. Uncharted territory. We're waiting on you to claim uncharted territory. When are you going to do that? When we ask you to do that, and you got the most premier person to do it against in the young King Devin, you fucking tucking tails and lamenting about having a job to do. Lamenting about having to prove supremacy against him. The most notable warrior you could be in the battlefield with. The fanship, the conscious community is waiting on you to do that. That is why we put the fire on the floor, for you to pass through it. That is the stipulation. Okay, yes, we believe until our fucking faces turn blue. When are you going to prove what we believe? You got to pass through it. There isn't a single real one in boxing that is looking for that fucking sucker Shakur Stevenson to do otherwise. That's all the demand is to prove yourself so that we can crown you, chump. We want to crown you, but you too puss to understand that. And that's why you got to get this heat and this pressure like this. Because niggas ain't going to spare you over here. This man is being called to unlock himself, ladies and gentlemen, so that we can support his luminescence, his radiance, his stature and valor as a warrior. That's what we are trying to do. That's what the effort and push is towards and for. The very elite stature that we presumed him to have for fucking nearly a decade. We are simply saying, prove it. It has been almost 10 years, King. T.O. cannot be where you fucking rest your goddamn laurels. Go get Devin. Devin is there on the mountaintop looking at you, calling your name as loud as he can. And you are running away. Yes, that's questionable, nigga. I don't give a fuck if you don't like being called out for that. Fucking crying, petulantly, lamenting, and complaining that us, the fanship, have the audacity, we have the gall to ask that he be great so that we could be affirmed in our confidence in him. He has a problem with that, ladies and gentlemen. Let that sink in as a boxing fan. Whether you support him or not, contemplate on that, ladies and gentlemen. He has a lament that you have the gall to ask him to affirm your confidence in him. What type of fucking distorted, toxic ass entitlement is that? Make it make sense to me. I have never seen an athlete so infantile or so immature in my days outside of Purple Pain goddamn Davis. He has absolutely matched that frequency with Purple Pain. And he absolutely and shamelessly has mirrored his entire style, emulated from start to fucking finish, the imbecilic mindset that that man had. This nigga is once again, ladies and gentlemen, finding himself crying a river over the perceptions and opinions of the boxing public, who are charging him to go forward in his supremacy and claim it. That is problematic in and of itself, ladies and gentlemen. In and of itself, even before the idea of touching upon the whole Devin Haney, fiasco and his refusal and fear about going to compete with that man. Let me check in with my good family before we continue. See what y'all was talking about. I'm going to scroll a ways up. Salute to anybody that I may have missed. Want to make sure I check in with you guys. A lot of thoughts. I will go a little bit up because I don't want to miss, of course, the most recent thoughts that you guys put in the chat as well. Let's see. Salute to the King Jay the man. He says he's full Spanish. Now he ain't black, remember? Oh, yeah. Ciao. Salute to the King DP in the building. I see you. Oh, my goodness. The great Mike is in the building. I see you. He says, Shock been saying do the hoe. It's crazy. The tendencies are crazy. You know what I mean? It's absolutely crazy. You know, the boxing character is crazy. And it's making me, have a lot of questions about the man outside of the ring as well. Because, the two are part and parcel of, and reflections of each other. How are you stepping on this type of time like this? When you have always had the culture behind you and ready to, stand behind you steadfastly. It's crazy to me. The King Accurate, salute to you. He says he had to go overseas to speak his mind, like Breland after assisting Fury's camp and cheating Deontay. Crazy work. Crazy work. I see a lot of thoughts up in here, y'all. Forgive me. I'm just scrolling. Just give me a moment. Scrolling through to see what catches my eye. The King Slim says, even when Ward was interviewing Bill and he heard Bill's side, it was like he didn't get that story. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because he's only getting the one-sided laments, from his I guess proteges, if you want to call it that. Ain't that so, Steph? Exactly. Salute to the King. Stock chasers in the building, right? Exactly accurate. Tio also had gift decision wins by the powers, exactly, powers that be. Absolutely. Salute to Julian. I see you. Thank you for the salutations. Thank you for joining. I see you guys. My Queen Mama Love, 10 toes with the energy. In agreement. So is my comrade. I'm just scrolling through, y'all. All right, let me go back down. Oh, salute to the King Roll Tide in the building. I see you, King. Thank you so much for joining. Salute to the King DP Rocka in the building. All right, let's keep cooking, y'all. Let's keep cooking. Now, this man has a problem, as I was saying, right? With this level of, and these types of things have to be divulged and discussed. For on an honest level. He has a problem with the perceptions and the opinions of conscious spaces that hold a level of accountability, that bring a mirror to these types of actions, to the contradictions, to the the fickle, topsy-turvy, mercurial, changeable disposition that he always exemplifies. He has an issue with that. He does not want to be called out. This man wants to be coddled at all times. The moment he finds anything, that isn't in necessarily support, showing the level of support that he deems to be support, all of a sudden this man goes crying a river, brothers and sisters. And this man has repeatedly done that with the lovely King Champside, my good brother. Okay? Earlier today, I'm on my damn Twitter, y'all. I don't know if y'all follow the King Champside on Twitter. Right. But I'm just scrolling through, you know what I'm saying? I'm just, getting ready for my day. I happen to be scrolling through Twitter. And I see a post from Champside, trying to quiet this man. Like trying to be like, what I'm saying? Bring them tears to a motherfucking hope. Like bring some clarity to the some type of conversation that they were having. Right. Give him a reality check, in other words. Because this man is fucking lamenting all over the goddamn place once again about what the King Champside says. Now, we know Champside has been 10 toes on, the trinity of Tank Davis, Shakur Stevenson, and Devin Haney for a decade. I have been following Champside for a decade, brothers and sisters. This man is just like me. 10 toes with the support of the trinity of boxing, of the young fighters. Purple Pain, Hot Girl Summer Stevenson, and the Young King. Been that way Still that way. Me, I'm a little bit more, harsh with it, as far as my rescinding and how unabashed I am at telling how I have rescinded my support, particularly of Purple Pain and the Shook One, because of the nonsense they have been on. But Champside, has his own feelings, his own mind. But that does not dissuade him, because he has been a fan of the Shook One Stevenson, that he is not liable to critique and call out what he sees of the folly and inanity that is going on and has been going on, whether it came from the the Purple Pain side or the Shook One side or whoever's goddamn side. Okay, this man is processing what he is seeing. And here goes the Shook One with a damn problem with that. Once again, it's not the first time that he has lamented across Twitter to Champ's side, expressing himself. And he definitely doesn't like the level of heat that Champ has had over these past several months, as the folly thickened with this whole charade that he has been putting on in his evasion of DHP. So that I see this back and forth, and I'm like, what is going on? Trying to bring this man to a halt with the tears. And this man, Shakur Stevenson, is spinelessly, brothers and sisters, bemoaning about, you pick your side, and, trying to tell Champ's side, go on, bet your money on who you like. We all know who you like, basically insinuating that Champ is automatically going to favor DHP if they were to compete. And I'm like, first of all, it's like, it's so sassy. It's like, who gives a fuck if Champ's side or whoever else were to favor DHP? Who gives a fuck, brothers and sisters? Like, just in the overview of it. What the fuck does that have to do with the Shook One Stevenson making the biggest fight of his life? This nigga is worried about whose side is, who's going to be favoring who, and oh, you're gonna pick that side. I'm sure you will. What? Why are you focused on what the next nigga is thinking? Shouldn't you be fucking signing this bout agreement, nigga? When are you going to sign the goddamn bout agreement so you can prove people wrong? Can you prove us wrong? Can you do that? I would love to be proven wrong. All right. I don't give a fuck. I just want to see the best fight the best. And even though I don't fuck with this nigga like that, he is undoubtedly among the best. Can you fucking fight? What does that thing have to do with you ducking and dodging the biggest fight of your life? What Champ's side thinks, what this person thinks, or anybody. When you got the biggest, most beautiful fight of this era in front of you, and you are willfully averting, willfully running away from it. Go make the fight. That's the only thing we care about. Who gives a fuck about sides with this level and caliber of a beautiful fight in front of us? That's the sport. This is competitive sport. Sides are picked all the goddamn time. These niggas are so sassy, they taking every goddamn thing so personally. When it comes to the thoughts and opinions of a boxing public simply looking to indulge in elite, wonderful expressions of competition between supposed elite supreme warriors, of which a lot of people consider him to be among. This is boxing. Do y'all get what I'm saying? This nigga is so concerned about what Champ's side is thinking. Oh, you gotta pick Devin. As if that has any weight or bearing on his legacy. That's up to you. You prove that you can beat Devin. Doesn't matter what anybody thinks. We want to support you in your attainment of that crown, if you can get it. And even if he don't get it, let's say he can't beat Devin. So what? He got a beautiful legacy fight under his belt. Just like the beautiful kings who paved the way before him, not everybody was victorious at all times. But they took the fucking challenge. This nigga don't got no heart, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I don't like. As much as you want to be in support of this brother, he makes it difficult at every turn. For somebody like me, that is. I cannot account for everybody else. But I don't like that level of cowardice. And that's all I have been seeing exemplified with this inanity. Niggas got all types of sides that they pick. Everything in between. This side, that side, gray side, upside, downside, every goddamn thing. Who gives a fuck? This is sports, nigga. This is competition, you sucker. You know what I mean? Take your panties out your ass and go show that you are Himothy. That's it. That's all. That's all you should be worried about. I don't see any of my gunners in boxing worried about that type of stuff on a public platform, laying out their fucking tears like this. Even if they have these types of thoughts in private, they are not lamenting about in public spaces. They are doing the work and plotting on how they're going to behead this nigga in front of them. That's it. That's how my gunners think. Who gives a damn what the next man is thinking? Don't you got something to prove? Does Shakur have something to prove, brothers and sisters? You tell me if I'm tripping. You tell me if I'm too heavy. I don't think so. This pressure is deserved that he is getting right now. Don't you got legacy to prove? Don't you got legacy to uphold and secure and earn? You over here crying on Champside's page. First of all, you shouldn't even be talking to that man the way he went over there and lambasted Champ on that whatever platform that was. The goal. You lucky Champ even replied to your goddamn comment. That's besides the goddamn point. Because that's not even, you know what I mean? That's between them. But me and being Champside is my brother. You know what I mean? And my observation of that, that's some sassy ass, whack ass shit. Anyway, don't you got legacy to uphold, Shakur Stevenson? This is the fucking problem right here with these cats operating on this type of time in boxing, ladies and gentlemen. This nigga and his bum ass BFFs are overly fixated upon and obsessed with perceptions that other people have instead of the objective of their supremacy in boxing. Their entire identities are wrapped up in and inundated by warped concepts of acceptance, failing to understand that they will ultimately and genuinely be beloved by the public and accepted by the public upon showing elite warriorship that cannot be faked. That's when you will be beloved, and only then. That's how you grab the hearts of the people. We want to support you. Why the fuck I gotta fight this nigga to support him? God damn, it must be difficult being a goddamn core fan 10 toes. Shit. Because I know I certainly, have been hearing fans, looking left, looking right, saying, yo, I can't vouch for this. I don't like this. I like him. I don't know what the fuck type of time this nigga's on. I don't know what he's doing. Countless people I've come across. Because they are looking and saying, what is the fucking hold up? Go do the greatness. Go do it. Go take it. You standing there fucking crying in the middle of the goddamn street ain't gonna get you any closer to supremacy, nigga. Go fight Debo. Go show and prove that you can get this nigga. I think you can beat Debo. I think you can get Debo. That's all I've been hearing core, diehard say. You can beat him. Just take the fight. It's crazy. These young niggas on this type of time in boxing like Shakur Stevenson and his BFF group, will never attain, that level, of supremacy in the heart of the people, capturing the soul and the heart of the people. They're not going to achieve that on this type of sassy ass, fickle ass, unstable ass, vacillating ass type of time. Do you get me? The real ones in the building have always believed that this man, Shakur Stevenson, was among the young supreme princes, young supreme soon-to-be kings in the sport. Young kings who stand, to take the torch and pass it forward. That's what we have always thought, as I have said already. The problem is that Shakur Stevenson, has it in his mind that he ought to be perturbed by the reality, that our belief in him is enough to satiate us. He is perturbed that is not all we are asking for, is to believe in him anymore. He doesn't like that we have come beyond the point of belief. He does not like that we are not satiated with belief alone. Ain't that crazy? He's not happy that we're not at the place that we once were and saying, oh, potential. That now we have watched him grow. It is not about potential anymore. You have grown. This nigga is almost 30. You have grown. And I would assume that you have matured since then, 10 years ago. You know what I mean? You cannot sit in the same comfortable position that you did 10 years ago on the come up. Nigga, you ain't coming up from nothing. You like to walk around toting around 4 division champion. I'm him, but don't want to do him things. Don't want to do him things. We have watched this man budding. That process has already passed. Where's the fucking fruit? He has a problem with the fact that he has grown and matured. He has matured, brothers and sisters, and our belief has transpired beyond the idea of potentiality. At this point, brothers and sisters, us real ones are demanding action. We are demanding concretization, solidity, and assertion of the pressure and prominence that we have believed all of this time. It has to be acted out. This nigga Shakur wants to remain a seed. He wants to remain immature, puerile, and adolescent, brothers and sisters, all the while simultaneously talking like a kid. How the fuck does that happen? Either you are made or you are unmade. This motherfucker want to yell from every mountaintop that he is Himothy, that he is alpha. But you tell me this, brothers and sisters, you tell me of any alpha that you have ever known or been or witnessed that was made an alpha by remaining in the womb of being unproven and unmade. You tell me. Do you got to earn that alpha status or nah? Does that have to be taken or nah? Do you have to dare to be great or nah? Ladies and gentlemen, go ask Bud Crawford if he remained in the womb of being unproven and unmade. Go ask Andre Ward if he remained in the womb and the comfort and the safety of being unproven and unmade. Go ask your Mayweathers. Go ask your Sugar Rays, either one of them. Go ask your goddamn Charlie Burley. You know I'm 10 toes. That's my pound for pound number one outside of Ali. The great Charlie. Go ask Ali if he had to remain comfortable, unproven, and unmade. Go ask any real warrior if they had to do that. Go ask the GOAT if she had to do that. Go ask Layla. Go ask Riker. Go ask my beautiful warrior princess, the queen, Ann Wolf, if she had to do that. If she wasn't ready to get in there and prove and earn every bit of that warrior status that we love her for. Any real one in this sport that we love, ladies and gentlemen. It's ridiculous to me. Laying in the lap of juvenility, but playing like he's the man of the house. Ain't that some shit, ladies and gentlemen? Resonate on that. This dude has not a shred of masculinity with that type of disposition. Not with that type of disposition. If he has any, he is blocking it. He needs to get rid of that shit from his mind. Not a shred of masculinity. Not a shred of spirit. The spirit of conquest is not being exemplified with that mentality, ladies and gentlemen. You don't see the young king operating on that type of time, anywhere near that sassy ass type of time, ladies and gentlemen. This effeminate behavior. Young King is younger than Shakur, and this man is more accomplished, shows more fortitude, mentally, spiritual uprightness on deck, 10 toes, asserting his will, asserting dominance, because this is his passion. defeats, people being, trying to cheat him out his spot, trying to trick him out his spot, and everything in between. The mental fortitude and prowess of young King is unrelenting because he is affirmed in his goal to attain legacy in this sport. Affirmed in that this is what he does. You don't see real fighters, operating on this type of time with these type of laments. When have we ever looked to Boots and seen this motherfucker crying tears like this? When have we seen EJ do it? EJ dead ass got on fucking camera and told you how he sacrificed his body for the sport, for competition, for his family. Even when he knew he wasn't 100% there. This is warrior-clad, ironclad warriorship, ladies and gentlemen. This man, Shakur Stevenson, is not of that cloth or that make. Devin Haney is not out here playing on that type of time. Say what you want about him, like him or hate him, whatever the fuck it is. He is not out here crying a fucking river at all. He's saying, who the fuck is next? That's DHP. Who is next? Who won it? And Shakur is out here like, oh, I'm so tiny and so tight. Oh my God, let's see who got the snatchest waist, y'all. Let's do a weight challenge. Oh my God, I'm so small. Oh, he's too big. I just simply can't fight him. It's too much. You get me? Do you see the dichotomy there, ladies and gentlemen? How absurd that is. Real fighters want turf. All the black giants and legends wanted turf. And they ultimately did what it took to claim that. They had to go through each other to get it. Anybody who thought themselves to be elite, anybody ranked or regarded as elite, they went through them. Come what may, they went through them. People like that want to cement their legacy. I am appalled at how, that level of warriorship, particularly in Devin at the moment, is being overlooked and being seen because he has this hunger and this eagerness. They are trying to make it, particularly, the Shakur Stevenson in that interview, saying, oh, well, he's so obsessed, they all they do is talk about me. As if his eagerness to compete at the highest level is problematical, ladies and gentlemen. Can you believe this? Did you guys see that portion of the interview? See, making it seem as if Devin is overstepping boundaries for wanting to compete as an elite warrior, ladies and gentlemen. Disgusting. And Shakur and that goddamn Job Turkey and they sassy ass sympathizers are out here trying to frame that DHP's vehemence is somehow a problem, somehow contestable or troublesome in some way, because they are pushing for the biggest, most beautiful fight in boxing. You can't make it up. You cannot make it up. How is that even possible? That I could be problematic because I want the best fight and the biggest fight in boxing to happen between us. Isn't that a high regard for you as a warrior? Doesn't that mean that the young king regards Shakur Stevenson to such a degree and stature that he is saying we are the biggest, most notable, most prominent, and premier fight in all of boxing? That's his regard for Shakur as a warrior. He wants to compete with him. Let's get it popping. And this motherfucker is saying, oh, why you so obsessed with me? Why you keep calling me? Oh my God. You keep saying, everywhere I go, I keep saying, Shakur. What? What? It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And you get this type of parlance because Shakur is not standing on manhood, brothers and sisters. He's not standing on black excellence. He cannot be with that mentality. Y'all saw it. For the brothers and sisters up in here that watched that interview, saw what I'm talking about. This is not a hyperbolic, example. This is what he was saying. Why are you so upset? Oh my God. Why you just keep calling me? Leave me alone. Oh my God. You just keep obsessed. What the fuck kind of epicene era have we entered, ladies and gentlemen? Can somebody answer that for me? Absolutely epicene. Soft, dainty, and fucking frail of a mentality that's going on around here. And it's being assuaged, ladies and gentlemen. This mentality is being placated to at every turn, as I'm sure many of you have seen throughout these boxing streets from those sympathizers and from people who just fucking don't get it. These niggas need a wake-up call, y'all. Real talk. Motherfuckers are each other's motherfucking boy toys. You know what I mean? Bickering about who loves who. Who's the most devout friend. You know what I'm saying? Who love is the most sincerest. Oh, my love is the most sincere. Now you're here. Let me prove it to you. What is this? E.T. Stevenson sat in that interview, beautiful people, with the London Barbie. And this man said, Dev and them, they just, they're on every platform calling my name now. I'm like, why y'all so obsessed with me? Like, leave me alone. Like, I'm just out here living my best life. Leave me alone. Can you believe this, ladies and gentlemen? As boxing diehards, can you believe this? Did that gratify you, hearing somebody that we consider to be and have considered to be a top predator, a top warrior, a skilled boxer full of prowess and potential to carry the sport? Is that satisfying you? Hearing those words. Oh, I just love Keyshawn. No, I will never be stepping on toes. No, because I just love him with all of my little heart now. And I just refuse, to go out there and compete so long as he wants to be the one to go get in there. You know what, Devin? How about you just lay down your belt now you're here? Just lay it in Keyshawn's lap now, vacate it so that he can have the belt. Do you hear this shit, brothers and sisters? Appalling. I'm like, what? I was absolutely, and even now, as I'm replaying it, see, this is why, because I get very fiery looking at these things. That's why I did not want to play it on the platform, because just the thought, just the goddamn thought, just the recollecting upon what was said is so vile and disgusting. I'm sick to my stomach just in recalling it. Absolutely dumbfounded. I was stupefied and stunned listening to that man. Leave me alone. This man said, leave me alone, ladies and gentlemen. I'm talking about leave me alone. This shit on his fucking Michael Jackson, ladies and gentlemen. Just stop dogging me around. You get me? Crazy. It's absolutely goddamn crazy, brothers and sisters. The grown-ass man said, just leave me alone. Oh my God. Just, you guys are just so totally just wrapped up with me. You guys can't stop thinking about me. You can't stop talking about me. You're going from show to show to platform to platform to podcast to podcast. Damn. How about you just, I'm just living my life. What? Leave me alone, ladies and gentlemen. Like we on the motherfucking 1987 Bad Tour for the GOAT Michael Jackson up in here, y'all. What? You can't make this shit up, ladies and gentlemen. You can't make it up. Absolutely stunned. The levels of repulsion I cannot verbalize to you, brothers and sisters. I just can't. I'm trying to, and I think you guys get the point. But it goes even beyond that. It has no words. Okay. I have had my share of disappointments in boxing, beautiful people, over the years, as I'm sure many of you have, right? Things happen and we'd be like, whoa, what's going on here? We got our questions here, and the disappointments of fights that didn't get, all types of things that we have experienced as boxing diehards for however long you have been a boxing supporter, right? But for me, beautiful people, this is by far among the most jarring that I have ever been made to witness. This charade that is currently going on with E.T. Stevenson and his outright avoidance and tucking tails away from the smoke with Devin. It's crazy. Leave me alone, brothers and sisters. I just could not, my mind was like, okay, I don't think I just heard that. Let me take it back. It's just, I could not believe that. I just could not believe that. I'm not exaggerating when I call light to how epicene in stature, how effeminate in stature this man's movement is in assuming this mentality. He needs to fucking discard of this shit ASAP. ASAP. I don't know where the fuck he picked this shit up from. He needs to discard of it. Somebody get this message to him quickly. Throw that shit away. Do not take on this mentality. Don't do it. I don't know how they're propping you up and trumping you up to think this shit is fucking cute. It's not. Put it down and back away. Just fucking say no, nigga. What are we doing? The hard reality that this level of spinelessness poses, good people, in the long run, is that it's going to do more harm than good to anything we can call a legacy of Shakur Stevenson. It is not helping but hindering, brothers and sisters. It is not helping but hampering, ladies and gentlemen. And what's crazy upon my observation, right? And I'm sure a lot of you can attest to this. The Shook One Stevenson is quite flamboyantly enjoying the attention and overall treatment that he has been receiving. And I pointed this out some time ago in one of our discussions. He is quite frankly enjoying this attention and treatment because he is suddenly in favor now, as opposed to previously, particularly from the major media scene and the suits alike. Ever since this fight with Tio, he has risen into the favor of the major media market, if you will. The mainstream, if you will. And so because of that, he has outrightly seemed to have forgotten and abandoned the fact that it was the very major media outlets who publicly lambasted, chastised, and censured, censured his skills, brothers and sisters, his prowess, brothers and sisters, his fitness as a fighter, ladies and gentlemen, only 3 years ago. It was them who chided. It was them who censured him for his fight with De Los Santos only 3 years ago, ladies and gentlemen. Not too far behind. And if you guys recall clearly, it was me and people like me, real ones, conscious folk up in here in these boxing streets at the forefront of all of the parlance that was going on. It was us dispelling all of the castigation that was being had, all of the berating that was being thrown about. Us who fired fiercely and unrelentingly against all of that talk that was spewed against that man. He was quickly becoming the whipping boy if you guys recall clearly, right alongside Devin, because of that performance with De Los Santos. There were calls of Shakur Stevenson being, quote unquote, you know their favorite term, pillow-fisted, right? Ineffectual, all types of dispositions about how he is scary. The other beloved term that they like to give to Black elite boxers, boring. And yellow, which is a historical term that they have used for our beautiful Black kings in boxing. Yellow. All of that coded language and terminology used to chide and admonish elite Black warriorship in boxing. That's what they were doing to him. He was thrown right into the mix of that. Not too far back, brothers and sisters. As us real ones recall. And I was having no parts of that. Check the receipts. And I will never join in. You will never find the goddess Sugar Free join in on that type of disgusting propaganda against elite Black American boxers who dare to show dimensions to their skill set beyond simply rock'em sock'em fucking knockouts. I will never join that fucking bandwagon. Never. And I didn't then for him. Just like I didn't when they try to throw it at the young king. Not having it. But Shakur has become careless, ladies and gentlemen, mindless of the trash can that very major media that he loves being loved up on by right now, they threw him in that trash can. And he loves it, and he is mindless about it, not because he doesn't remember what happened, because he had divulged that he had gone through a state of depression at that time because of that, right? But that he is forgetting, he is choosing to be mindless of the fact that it was those very people that are loving up on him seemingly right now were the very ones who threw him to the fucking wayside back then. And it's because he wants to remain in the graces of this mainstream praise that he is receiving upon his victory, on Teofimo at the start of the year. He is pound for pound number 3 on their list, after all, ladies and gentlemen. And more importantly, he can stand antithetically to Devin. That's another perk he gets. So long as you stand antithetically to your brother. Oh, we will pat you on the head. We will cajole and cossette until the sun rises. And he loves that position. Shakur Stevenson is happily the muse of the propaganda machine that is constantly looking already to dethrone DHP in their enterprising. Because they are independent and self-run. He is happily the muse for that, right? Crazy work. And coarse arrogance, ladies and gentlemen, seems to be allowing for him to be used against the man that he came up with, ladies and gentlemen. Just think about that. The man that he was boys together with in this thing called boxing, grew up with. Now he is standing antithetically to that, not on a competitive level, simply, but on a character level. This man is standing antithetically to the family that opened doors for him, showed him a different view of life, showed him differently than to what he was accustomed to at that time. He is standing against them, those men in the Haney's, calling them pussies. This is who Shakur Stevenson is brashly calling and unabashedly calling pussy. Superciliously referring to as pussy. When in fact, brothers and sisters, he's the biggest fucking pussy in boxing. He's the one running. He's the one capping and contradicting. He's the one refusing to sign agreements. He's the one saying, leave me alone. So forth, etc. Speaking of the Haney's, I was present for the Beautiful King BF's live stream yesterday. afternoon. And, while he was cooking, the legendary Trill popped up. My brothers and sisters up in here know what it is, right? Us in the Yard family. So many of you were in there, if not everybody up in here was in there, right? Because that's where we stomp, the Yard. So, and salute to my beautiful gang BF. But yeah, the legendary Trill popped in to that live stream, as he tends to do. He always roll up on BF, calls him, and touch base with the people as much as he can. And he did that yesterday. And when he did, he was just inquiring basically to see what's going on in the boxing streets. Oh, what you guys cooking on? Because he, of course, knows that everybody in the boxing world is talking about Shakur Stevenson and Devin. Okay. And the surrounding elements. So he basically is like, yeah, what's going on in these boxing streets, right? And, check the temperature to see what's going on, regardless of what side you may be on. He just wants to be privy to what you guys are talking about, what all of us are talking about. And he shared some thoughts. And at a particular moment, BF kind of just let Bill share his own thoughts, right? And he ended up divulging some very raw, real thoughts in real time. And, gave his take on the situation. I suggest everybody go watch that, by the way. Go watch that interview on BF's channel. I can't even call it an interview, really, because it was really more like a discussion. But I encourage everybody to go watch it if you have not seen it. And BF made it, you don't have to watch the whole live if you don't want to. BF made it, he clipped out that segment for, as its own video for you guys to listen to. So go check that out. But anywho, the discourse that was being had, Trill, like everybody else, was just expressing, like every sane, I can't say everybody else, but every sane boxing fan, every cognizant boxing fan, he had the same, thoughts that we all have. A lot of questions like, well, what's going on? What's the holdup? What's all this trickery? What's the point of the charades and all this, that, and the third, right? And he was bewildered, just like many of us are and have been. And he could not for the life of him understand, how DHP could be the ones being called pussies when they pulled up on him and his BFF, aka errand boy, ADD Davis. How the fuck are we the pussies and we pressing you for the fight? You the ones fucking ducking and goddamn dodging and taking fucking week-long hiatuses under your goddamn bed, trembling in your fucking boots. But we the pussies over here, like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? So we are the ones that have been unrelenting with the pressure. We want the fight. How many more fucking times can we say it? How many fucking do you got to talk in different languages out this bitch? Like, we want the fight. We want the smoke. Where the fuck you at? You know what I mean? We are the ones calling for this man's head on every fucking, platform and in every way that we can. Yes, we want the problems with you. Where you at? What's popping? You know what I mean? So, he was befuddled. And you could hear it in his voice that he was befuddled by all this nonsense going on. There's no need for the charades. Sign the fucking contract. As he told, Shakur, here we go. If you guys look at your screen really quickly, right? Him and Bill having gone back and forth just yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Bill says, you have the contract. Sign it. So here once again is the posturing. Sign it. Sign it. And Core responds, shut your ass up and vacate that belt so I can beat y'all ass. Vacate the belt so I can beat y'all ass. Not, I'm going to beat the fucking lights out of you because I'm Himothy. Y'all niggas ain't got nothing on me. The paper is signed. I'll fucking fax it to you and post it on my goddamn Twitter. In true Twitterson fashion. He didn't say that. This nigga said vacate so that, here we go. The condition, vacate so that you can fight me. Do you hear this, brothers and sisters? Vacate. That's the new stipulation. Not the 144. The 144 that was agreed to. Quick fast. By Devin. Here's another stipulation now. So that we can hear how befuddled Bill was about this whole nonsensical, crazy, ridiculous antics that these people are on right now. Vacate the belt in order to fight, brothers and sisters. This is the fucking chump that has the goal to call DHP puss. Honestly, ladies and gentlemen, I have placed E.T. Stevenson on par as far as the cowardice in boxing. He is on par with the cowardice and stature of the puss energy right alongside racist Riri. He and fucking racist Riri are the top of the fucking top, tied for puss energy and cowardice in boxing. He's right up there with the Riri the racist. Absolutely ridiculous. Vacate the title is the new stipulation and condition. Worse yet, brothers and sisters, Shakur Stevenson is out here on social media. If you guys, I'm sure some of you have seen who's on Twitter. You know what I mean? Posting photos of him on scales. I know y'all saw that. When he first popped out of hiding, came from underneath that mattress shaking in his goddamn boots. This motherfucker Shakur posted a photo of himself allegedly stepping onto some scales, showing that he is 144 pounds. Oh, my waist is so tight, baby. Let me prove it to you. Yes, indeed. 26-inch waist. That's me. This nigga get out here fucking posting a photo on Instagram. 144. So that we are supposed to believe what? That is his walk around weight? That is his natural snatch little stature? Is that what we are to assume? Or did he take that week off from hauling ass away from Debo? He did so much running away from Debo that he cut a lot of weight and got down to that 144 with all that fucking running and tucking of tails he was doing. Is that what that was? That photo, ladies and gentlemen? You tell me. Then the motherfucker returns for another sassy ass selfie in a video. This time, he's allegedly showing his feet on a scale. Only days later, brothers and sisters. Take a look at your screen. Showing himself. Look at this shit. 148. So in a day, he went from 144.4 pounds. Get this, brothers and sisters. 148.6. What are we doing? What are we doing? But it gets worse, good family. That's not even the worst of it. Then the fucking sassy ass errand boy ADD Davis chimes in, ladies and gentlemen. It gets worse. The sassy weight challenge has commenced, brothers and sisters. So now the motherfucking ADD Davis chimes in, and this sucker takes his own sassy ass video, supposedly getting on a scale and showing his weight. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at the motherfucking footage. Keyshawn Davis, ladies and gentlemen. Here's his sassy ass video. Let's take a look. This is what Keyshawn posted on his Insta. 156.8. Let me do my own sassy ass challenge. What is going on? What is this fucking fixation on weight? Oh, you see, Keyshawn is bigger. See, he's bigger than Shakur Stevenson. So that he is more fit, more appropriate an opponent for Devin, because Devin is just so big. Oh my God, Daddy, you so big. He's so big. Ain't this some bullshit? Ain't this some bullshit, brothers and sisters? Keep it a buck. Look at this. You can't make this fucking analogy up if you wanted to as a logical person. Absolutely despicable. The sassy weight challenge has begun, ladies and gentlemen. The sassy weight challenge has commenced in full swing. Sassy selfies of grown-ass niggas on weight, on scales, proving their weight, proving how snatched they are. How, you know, oh, look at me. What is going on? I have so many questions. It's crazy. But that's not even where the inanity ends, ladies and gentlemen, as if that wasn't bad enough, beautiful people. I could not make up anything more sassy if I had tea with my aunties. This motherfucker Shakur takes it further, a whole nother level, and invites people. Get this, brothers and sisters. He invites people to join in on the fun, ladies and gentlemen. Motherfucking E.T. Stevenson calls for like a sassy weight challenge parade and says, come one, come all now. How about everybody just get up on their scales and show how snatched they are? I bet none of y'all are as snatched as I am, because I am the tightest and tiniest thing you ever did see. This is what this nigga does, brothers and sisters. I'm not lying. Let me get the receipt for you. You think I'm playing? You think I'm playing? And he just did it today. He just did it again today, which I'll show you in just a second, ladies and gentlemen. Take a look at your screen, brothers and sisters. Look at this. Look at this. Shakur Stevenson says, and when people start capping on they way, tell them to post the date on they shit. I'll drop mine. I'll drop mine, y'all, if it came down to it. But when he says I fuck with making it a challenge, the real one's gonna show they shit. Can you fucking wrap your mind around this? Look at the goddamn screen. And of course, I was in that fucking comment section lighting shit up because I was disgusted. I was disgusted. So you know the goddess was 10 toes with that fucking heat. I said, fuck out of here. Nobody doing that whole sucker shit but you. Real niggas out here trying to fight, not prove how snatched their waist is, you chump. You're scared to death. Tell me where I'm lying, brothers and sisters. This nigga's fucking inviting a motherfucking grown-ass men to do a sassy goddamn selfie weight challenge. Everybody chime in now, you hear? Let me see your weight and date, and I'll definitely drop mine too. I fucks with that because, you know, the real one's gonna show they shit. Let's show our shit off. Let's show it off, y'all. Can you believe this? This nigga think this shit is cute. So when I was talking about epicene behavior, effeminate behavior, the frailty, this is the shit I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. And it's a hard fucking truth. And a lot of people may not want to hear that shit, but that shit is fucking sassy as fuck. No need to sugarcoat. What is this grown-ass man doing? Keep it a buck. This shit is sassy as fuck, y'all. What is this? What is this proving? This nigga over here fucking rallying sassy ass niggas to show they fucking waist size instead of stepping 10 toes to fight Devin. I don't give a fuck about your waistline, nigga. Are you the fucking best or no? Are you trying to get it popping or no? This shit is crazy. How about you go fucking fight? How about you go claim supremacy, nigga? I don't give a fuck about your waistline. This is despicable. Absolutely despicable. This is the most effeminate shit I have ever witnessed in boxing. This fixation and obsession with weight out of nowhere. When the fuck did you ever see goddamn Roy Jones or Tommy Hearn talking about, oh well, let's see who's the waist got to be snatched now in order for me to fight you. It has to meet the snatch waist fucking criteria. What? What? Absolutely astonishing. A weight challenge, ladies and gentlemen, that he is asking everybody to chime in upon. Shakur Stevenson, as we know, brothers and sisters, because you know I have been unrelenting with that smoke surrounding this fuckery and the weight. This nigga fucking E.T. Hot Girl Summer Stevenson has been on a world tour for the past year to promote how snatched and tiny and tight he is. How taut and firm and sutured his waistline is. Oh, hunty, oh, nobody gonna beat me in this weight challenge now, you hear? Oh my God, I'm so snatched. Oh my God, I got the snatch department locked, y'all. Oh, grrr. This shit is ridiculous. We talking about fucking weight challenges instead of you making the biggest fight of your life, the biggest fight of this era. Real killers, real niggas out here are pressing to fight. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. That's what DHP is doing. How are you stepping? Are we going to get this fight made or not? I want to fight you. That's what I want to do. Not compete for the smallest waist. That's DHP. And not only do I want you, but I want you and your little brother back to back. Real niggas are out here waiting on you to sign your portion of the bout agreement. That's how real niggas are stepping out here. Real niggas are waiting on you to sign the fight. Real niggas are out here 10 toes ready to behead you ASAP on that battlefield. They don't give a fuck about no fucking weight, challenge, snatch challenge. What is the sassy shit? Whole ass selfie set, challenge. They're too busy trying to fight. Who gives a fuck about that shit? Oh, make sure you write the date on it now. And I'm down for this challenge. I like this challenge because, let's show it off now, you hear? Let's all show it off. Disgusting. Caroline Dubois ain't doing no fucking weight challenge. And she's a baddie. The GWOAT ain't doing no goddamn weight challenge. And she's the GWOAT and a baddie. Hell, goddamn Katie Taylor out here making legacy for her goddamn self. Or Amanda Serrano out here doing what she got to do. They ain't do no goddamn snatch waist challenge. They trying to beat bitches up. What the fuck are these niggas doing? The ladies ain't even on that type of time. They trying to beat bitches the fuck up. You stop me when I'm capping. What is going on with these niggas? And this, motherfucker, Core did it again today. He invited not only the whole fucking world, brothers and sisters. Just earlier today, before I went live, I saw him and the Young King going back and forth on the goddamn Twitter, and Shakur Stevenson fucking challenged Devin to the sassy ass weight challenge, brothers and sisters. You can't make this shit up. I'm not even capping. Let me get the receipts because I had to get the receipts from my beautiful family. Look what this nigga does for Devin. Look at the screen. He fucking invites the Young King to the sassy ass weight challenge. He says, "Yo, real Devin Haney, you ain't fucking with the check trend, weight check trend. You not fucking with it now? You don't want to show us how snatch your waist is, or are you gonna chime in on this good old time for the snatch waist contest?" And the Young King is like, 144 wasn't enough, nigga. I gotta fucking do a fucking sassy ass snatch challenge for your ass too. Vacate my belt too. Motherfucking walk to Alaska too. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucking skin a fucking pig too. Go, swimming with the fucking whales too, nigga. I gotta motherfucking braid your grandma hair. Go take out the motherfucking trash. Make you some fucking steaks and potatoes too. What are we doing? What the fuck are we doing? This nigga gonna ask Devin to warm his fucking bed next. Oh, Devin, make sure the bed is warm. Pause. You can warm it and then get out, and then when I get in, so that it could be warm. No, my wife don't got to do it. Just have Devin do it. Oh, by the way, go get me some eggs. But we need some eggs tomorrow for some breakfast. So go run to the market now. You hear? What the fuck are we doing? What are we doing? Devin agreeing to 144 was not enough, ladies and gentlemen. He got to do the sassy snatch challenge. It's just, the inanity is just absolutely bogus. It's fucking bogus. And people out here are really trying to bypass this shit. Not the real ones, of course. But there's some niggas out here that are willfully ignorant of what it is that they see. This shit is crazy. You tell me where in boxing has this fucking shit obsession with weight ever existed to the capacity that you are witnessing now? It's insane. That shit has to be called out for the fucking fuckery it is. No tiptoeing around this. Do not be persuaded to accept this fuck bullshit, this fuck shit. It's not cute. He thinks it's fucking cute. And then he responds to Devin with some laughing emojis because he knows he's fucking called the fuck out. 144 ain't enough, nigga. This nigga responds with some sassy smiley faces, y'all. Yeah, Devin. Oh my God. Yeah, you're so silly. 144. That was a good one. And Devin is like, nigga, you scared to death. You know what I mean? You scared to death. You are scared to death. Enough said, brothers and sisters. Enough said. Absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And we joke about it and we laugh at it because it's so absurd. But within that absurdity, there is a fierce disappointment that I feel, ladies and gentlemen, upon seeing this. A fierce disappointment that I feel behind this. What are you doing? You shouldn't be atting that man about a fucking thing, except I signed the contract. That's the only thing you need to at the young king for or about. This nigga is atting Devin for a fucking sassy snatch challenge. Hot girl summer challenge. Despicable and revolting. I can't choose what made me more repulsed, ladies and gentlemen, as I reflect on this with you, beautiful people. Because there was everything about it that made me repulsed in watching the Shakur Stevenson basically cry in the lap of that woman, sob and bask in his own dement and delusion in front of that woman who he specifically chose to share his lamentations with. But I would have to say that the fact that this man put on his big girl lace panties, ladies and gentlemen, okay, the lace panties, because he was feeling himself that day, enough to get on fucking camera, confident enough to get on camera to publicly state that the young king ought to vacate his title to quote unquote let Keyshawn have it in order to get that fight, brothers and sisters. I think that's the thing that really, really topped it off for me. I was mind blown. And I honestly don't think that we will have enough time, right, to expound upon all of the feelings that I have had, because there are multiple layers just in the idea of this whole vacate your titles bullshit that he is on now as his new condition and stipulation to Young King. But I can succinctly and frankly state at this particular point that I do not need any further provocation to avouch that Shakur Stevenson is the biggest pussy in boxing. That I can say quite frankly. And that will remain until he fights Devin once and for all. That's me. That's me as a boxing fan. He is also wildly imbecilic to assume that the conscious community like ourselves, do not know what he is trying to pull by posturing such a ridiculous stipulation and notion about the vacating. This man wants Young King to expunge, brothers and sisters, expunge his own legacy. He wants the Young King to go to the lengths of effacing what he worked for. for something that's not even guaranteed, because we know how fickle he is. So that if he vacates and lays his belt in the lap of Keyshawn, what is the guarantee that he is going to get that fight? Especially if he is stalling out the signing of the contract concerning the bout agreement that will solidify the fight's materialization. So that he is just supposed to lay in the lap this belt to Keyshawn Davis. Gift him with what he fucking bled for and worked for. It's a goddamn new condition and command and restriction every 5 minutes when it comes to this fucking slick beard jive turkey and his puppet, hot girl summer, snatch waist Stevenson. Devin to vacate his belt and give it to Keyshawn, brothers and sisters. Vacate it and let Keyshawn fight for it is what he said. So that you essentially want Devin to give up his championship title on a platter to your lover boy. The man who did nothing, absolutely nothing, to even earn a #1 position within the WBL. Nothing to earn the mandatory position that he is aligned to be called for soon enough in the welterweight division, ladies and gentlemen. Let that sink in. He has to give his belt up to him, the nigga that fucking woke up and didn't even know he was a welterweight, let alone ranked fucking #1. A man who hasn't even been a champion at 140. A man who in his last fight fought a part-time boxer, brothers and sisters, in Nair Albright, a nurse, an Uber driver, an Amazon delivery man, a wedding singer, a bar mitzvah motherfucking singer. No disrespect to Albright, but that's what the fuck it is. Devin has to give his belt up to that nigga, the nigga that fought that. I really need somebody to break this shit down for me, because the math ain't mathing. I need somebody to tell me, who the fuck does Shakur E.T. Stevenson think he is? Because apparently I missed the goddamn memo, ladies and gentlemen. I need to be put on because I missed the memo. I didn't get the email. I missed the text. I missed the memo that Jesus of Nazareth himself came back reincarnated as the part-time Puerto Rican Messiah in Shakur Stevenson. I missed that memo. Can somebody help me out? Can somebody recover the details? Can somebody pull up the flyer that I didn't get on my motherfucking desk? He and that old goddamn slick beard jive turkey have completely and utterly lost their motherfucking minds, y'all. Completely and utterly lost their goddamn minds with this shit that they trumped up and pulled. They done gone batshit crazy, brothers and sisters. I'm liable at this point to assume that that old slick beard jive turkey and hot girl Summer Stevenson need to be institutionalized at this point. That's how fucking crazy they have gone. That's how far out their mentality has plundered. Vacate his title, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful people, answer this for me. Why would the young king need to vacate anything if he asserted aggressively, vehemently, that he wants to fight both and concerning Shakur and Keyshawn? Why would he have to vacate if he is hunting both of you suckers? Crazy. Now you see why I use the word offended in the preface of our discussion. Because that's what I was and that's what I am in recalling this. There isn't a soul who is 10 toes in these boxing streets, ladies and gentlemen, who isn't aware of the legendary Trill pressing Shakur Stevenson on camera, on wax, making an offer to fight both he and Shakur back to back. Next! Not only just back to back, but next! Now! What the fuck are we talking about? Vacate. Why the hell would Dev give up his belt to the nigga he's trying to fucking behead anyway? Isn't that up to Keyshawn to take the strap off of Devin's waist? Devin is offering the opportunity for him to do just that. But these fucking cowards are so puss, so spineless and effeminate that they don't dare take such a challenge. They rather skirt around it and pump fake like they're on that type of time. Isn't it Keyshawn's job to take that strap from Devin? What the fuck is this nigga Core talking about? Lay your belt in his lap. Just give it to him. Let him have it. And then you can fight me. So this nigga's baby boy Keyshawn can't handle his own comp. He can't go in there to war and earn the spoils as the victor of that war. He has to be given Devin's title. Do you see this plot? He has to have the belt laid in roses before him so that he can feel good about himself. Absolute crazy work. Mindless, cowardly subterfuge. And what's furthermore ridiculous is that the shook one fucking Stevenson, you know, right before he went on the run, like motherfucking Jay-Z and Beyonce, who wants that perfect love story anyway? You know what I mean? Before he went on a fucking run to hide under his bed for a fucking week, right? Was just on Twitter trying to get at DHP. Y'all remember accusing him. Y'all remember? Oh, why are you being so tactless? Is pretty much what he did. Why are you so tactless? For making these things happen online. These things are supposed to happen offline. These negotiations are supposed to happen offline. Says the nigga who's been publicly stipulating every goddamn thing from rehydration clause to what fucking size shoe he want to motherfucking what he want to eat for dinner. You know what I'm saying? What time Devin got to go pick up the motherfucking dry cleaners. You know what I'm saying? 144 weight fucking stipulations. Everything in public he's demanding of Devin, but Devin is tactless for agreeing to the 144 weight publicly. Oh, why are you doing these things online? These things in negotiations are supposed to happen offline, y'all. Real things happen offline. But this man is making every fucking public stipulation he can publicly. Now this nigga is augmenting demands publicly that he said should be dealt with offline. You just can't make it up. This nigga is now telling Devin publicly to vacate, in addition to the fucking laundry list of shit apparently this man has to do. Motherfucker is overseas publicly talking about what Devin ought to do to his liking publicly. But supposedly real negotiations happen offline, ladies and gentlemen. DHP can't find this nigga nowhere. Nigga turn up in motherfucking the Queen of motherfucking England's palace. Showed up having motherfucking briskets and a cup of tea over there in fucking London. That's where the fuck you show up, nigga. I'm looking for you, yo ass over goddamn seas. Having a parliamentary cup of tea. Ain't that some shit? Meanwhile, young King Dev, DHP as a whole on every mountaintop, looking for this fucking fraud, this clown, this puss, this sucker. And he pop out where it's safe with Becky, the London goddamn Barbie. But has the fucking gall to think that he can tell in any way the welterweight champion, the numero uno of welterweight, that he needs to vacate his title. His title? Give up his title to a nigga who couldn't even keep his own title, brothers and sisters, when he was at lightweight only a year ago. Let's not get selective amnesia up in here. He wants the young king to give up his title to a nigga that didn't respect his own title status and championship at fucking 35. A nigga who was stripped of his strap because he is not a professional and undisciplined as a fighter. Give your strap up to him, a nigga that was scared to death of De Los Santos, so much so that he ditched his strap, ditched the weight, came in over fucking 4 pounds overweight, tanked his own opportunity to headline his hometown event for the first time and defend that strap for the first time. He tanked his own opportunity. An opportunity, if you recall, brothers and sisters, that subsequently had the young king, the young lion, the young prince Abdullah Mason take over that card and outshine him in his fucking backyard. That's who he wants the young king to give his belt up to. Let him have it. Give it to him. Nigga that don't respect his own fucking championship. Blew his own title defense and his title as a whole as a championship by blowing weight. The disrespect is insidious and treacherous work, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely disgusting. Let me check in with the good family really quickly. See your thoughts on it, y'all. I got to check in with my good family to see what y'all thinking. Exactly. Exactly, GOAT. The flower. Salute to the King Snacks in the building. My twin says, gym bros don't even do this. If anything, they compare weight to see who's heavier. Right. Not who's the snatches. It's disgusting. Exactly, lovely King Eric. I have not either. I absolutely have not either. I cannot account for any time I have seen anything so nonsensical in boxing. Isn't it, IFF? Disgustingly blatant. Repulsively blatant. The duckery that's going on. The King St. Lou says, now that a fight is on the table, this nigga Shakur obsessing about how big Dev is. Pause. Right. Probably in more ways than one with this fucking effeminate ass behavior he's putting out there. It's ridiculous. Salute to the King Judah in the building. He said Shakur out here asking, Where's my what? Spending ass niggas at? Oh my God. It's crazy, you guys. I'm astounded. Salute to the king. Mark, 10 toes in the building. My good brother, Mark, nice to see you. He says, this Ghost Rider OG is, right? Ghost Rider. That nigga definitely turned into a ghost, that's for sure. Popped up when he felt the coast was clear and ran directly into the arms of the London Barbie. You just can't make this up. Yes, pugilist. Who can at this point? He has totally dismembered his own image, his own relevance and credence in my eyes. And that's why I state that he can only get it back. He is only redeemable to me. If he fights Devin, that's the only way. Other than that, this man will never, so long as he continues to duck, if he retires, you know what I'm saying, in another 10 years, this nigga don't fight Devin and find himself retiring, he will be retiring as a pound for pound puss. That's what he will be regarded as in my book. Pound for pound puss. It's disgusting to me. Yes, twin. I'm done with Shakur. He is not getting any more of my money until he fights Devin. Plain and simple. My sentiments exactly. Not a dime will he get from me until he gets in there and proves himself with Devin. Didn't it? It messed me up too, King Eric. It really did mess me up. It really, really messed me up, and it messes me up now. But we got to talk about this shit honestly, and this pressure has to be unrelenting because, you know, this man has to be called. He has to be charged in some way. The cossetting and babying and coddling him is not going to charge a motherfucking thing. And quite frankly, it may be impossible to charge him because we may be actually dealing with the level of cowardice that we have been expounding upon, you know, for the duration of this entire conversation. It may just be that. And that may be something that we have to accept, you know, as people who have supported him, as diehard boxing fans. That may be a reality that just has to be accepted by us. That this nigga just wants no pressure with anything he considers to be competition to him, especially at the level of the young King Devin. That may be something that we have to accept, as difficult as it is even for me, you know, to say. But that is a position that I am, you know, totally ready to embrace because he is not showing me anything otherwise. He is not showing valor or valiance or warriorship or any level of temerity as a fighter. This is fucking chump puss ass motherfucking behavior, ladies and gentlemen. We just got to call it for what the fuck it is. Yes, beautiful Queen Mama Love. He has not. He has not. Yet he's in position to get it, and Devin wants it. And Devin has had him on the hit list for over a year, as we know, ladies and gentlemen. And so he can get it. Anybody can't get it when it comes to Debo, because that's how Debo is stepping. Okay? So that he will get the fight either way because the young king wants to decapitate him. You know what I mean? So he's going to get that work and that pressure either way. But the fact that these fucking people are tiptoeing and using each other as, you know, for bait and switching, you know, techniques and ducking and, oh, let him have this and this stipulation, that, and, you know, paint my toenails this and vacate your belt that, is fucking disgusting. All you niggas ever had to do was agree to the terms for the back-to-back fight. Especially the pressure being so heavily, you know, placed upon Keyshawn Shakur, the Shakur Stevenson, because he is signing to Zuffa, which is another crazy thing, beautiful people. You guys recall how this man was negating and denying and deflecting, calling it a rumor that had no validity, no solidity whatsoever to it, right? Oh, no, you know, these people are just talking. Coppage is out here just spreading rumors because he's close to the Haneys. There's no such thing. There's no such agreement. There's no such discussions being had with Zuffa. I don't know what they're talking about. They're liars. They're just Haney sympathizers and enthusiasts, etc., and so forth. All the while for him to tell the London motherfucking Barbie while he was having tea and fucking crumpets over there in the UK, or where the fuck he was having that interview. He did all that fucking capping about how it's rumors, only to fucking kick his own self in the ass when he had to admit to her that, in fact, all of the discussions, surrounding the fact that he was having negotiations behind the scenes with Zufa and Devin were actually factual, were actually true, all the while. And that nigga capped his ass off for weeks on end. Oh, no, yeah, I don't know what they talking about. There are no discussions. I get no calls. Nobody called my team. I don't know what you talking about. Where you heard that, child? They lying to you. Sassy as fucking ever. Absolutely disgusting work. I think I saw my beautiful king up in here, y'all. Was I tripping? Let me scroll up. Because I had a flash of something earlier. I just went, oh, yes, it was my beautiful king in the building. Infinite blessings, infinite light to the beautiful king. BFTB, 10 toes on deck in the building. Always happy to see you, king. Yeah, I knew I was tripping. I saw something that looked like his picture in the chat while I was cooking. Yeah, okay, let me scroll down because I went all the ways up, y'all. My beautiful king. Oh, speaking of which, he says, oh, you blocking somebody? Oh, there was some hating ass niggas up in here? Child. I was sure they was going to be crying. You know what I mean? Because this pressure is, oh, he's still here. Hey, beautiful king. Are you? Thank you. Thank you, beautiful king. Appreciate you. Yeah, I knew there was going to be some crying ass niggas up in here. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, nah, he going to be turned all the way up. I'm not sparing a motherfucking thing. Go take your sassy asses over to them, soft ass niggas pages who are going to concept and coddle the mentality of the type of time that you are on. You know what I'm saying? I'm not half stepping with nothing. These are my thoughts. These are the things that have to be divulged, brothers and sisters, because I refuse to express any level of reticence, towards what I see to be a viable cause for concern. Because it is concerning and alarming and disheartening, ladies and gentlemen, what it is that we are seeing. This type of level of stalling out and tiptoeing and evading and averting and dancing around the best beautiful fight to be made in boxing is disgusting and a disservice to boxing, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing about this is upholding warriorship or merit within boxing. It's taking away from it. Taking away from it. I don't, fucking concept the inanity. Oh, it's just a game, or, let's just play around and he and bicker and say, oh, ha, ha, and boo boo. Fuck that. I want to see the best fighting the best. I want to support beautiful black excellence in boxing. That's no fucking game to me. I'm trying to see niggas that are with it. I'm trying to see beautiful kings that are like, yes, I'm here. I'm the best. I want to compete with that brother, this brother, that brother, and the third, and whoever else thinks that they are Himothy up in here. I'm playing double dutch or hopscotch with these niggas on some type of sassy time. Tell their asses to go have a seat. Go play fucking backgammon or volleyball or some shit like that. This ain't the sport for you. Anything less than that is unacceptable to me. And it's not even predicated or based upon you solely and only, being held to the stake to have to win all the time. Your excellence is exemplified in your trials and your triumphs. I'm rocking either way. My beautiful warriors over the years have faced many, many outcomes, victorious or not. And it has not taken away from their warriorship, not 1 ounce in my eyes, because I ride for my warriors. They are beautiful to me. And they give blood and they give life to this sport. Just like countless men have for over 100 years of black warriorship and boxing, brothers and sisters. I'm not on no sassy, chump ass, sassy ass fucking time. A lot of these niggas need a wake up call from the fanship and from, all the way up to the fighters themselves who are operating on this type of juvenile, imbecilic type of time. Let's support legacy. We don't need no fucking circus or charade. Where's the legacy? Where's the respect for that? Where's the respect? I don't see any respect and how that old slick beard jive turkey has Shakur Stevenson operating out here, and how Shakur Stevenson himself, as a grown-ass fucking man, choosing to operate in this type of way. That has to be removed, ladies and gentlemen. It was disheartening an experience to sit up there and watch that folly on that screen. And also to have seen the way they step in out here in these boxing streets and have been for these past several weeks and months of whatever. Playing in the faces of our intelligence as boxing fans and supporters. And then we got the media backing, sponsoring the dematerialization of such a fucking legacy-filled fight, as we discussed last week. Absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. I want the beautiful people to really, really think upon that as boxing fans, particularly as Black boxing fans, because you guys know I'm always talking to us. I want you, beautiful Black boxing fan, you know what I'm saying? To do your reconnaissance, to sit back within yourselves and to analyze what it is that you are seeing for yourselves. Put your voice on it. Share your discernments if there are any. Share what it is that pleases you if there is anything, wherever it may be. But you make sure at all times, no matter what side you stand on, that you are vouching for and in support of the best fighting the best. Black warriorship at all times. We don't need the charade to be seen in boxing. We don't need to be circus fucking freaks or clowns to be seen or acceptable in boxing. We already got that spunk. We already got that heat, that flair, that magnanimous energy. We don't need to do the extra fucking, disgusting, cowardly antics to be seen. The warriorship should speak for itself. The character should speak for itself. The warrior masculinity, the warrior femininity should speak for itself. It does not need props. All I see is a fucking publicity stunt with this whole fucking charade these niggas over there on that side are pulling. It's ridiculous. Let me check my super chats. I think I got some super chats. Salute to the good people who blessed the channel, supported the channel. Oh my goodness, my big bro, the Druth was up in here. Salute to you, Druth. Not sure if you're still in here. Either way, infinite love, infinite light to you, King. He says, because he never was that dude, sis. Absolutely. And that was my posit earlier as well. Totally concur with you. Salute to Curtis Robinson in the building who says, this is for the evening brunch, Queen. As always, salute to you. Thank you for the support. We also have the King, Bean Pro, 10 toes in the building. He says, nasty work, Shakira Twitterson. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy? We got my queen, Mama Love, showing her membership for 17 months, brothers and sisters. One of my original hitters and gunners and big steppers is the queen, Mama Love, okay? She says, check the Cash App, beautiful queen, 10 toes down at all times. Thank you, beautiful Mama Love. I appreciate you. You already know what it is. Infinite love, infinite hugs to you, Mama Love. And we have my twin, 10 toes and nothing less, in the building with the support. As always, he says, I think this cook raised the temperature in my house by 20 degrees. Keep cooking, the clown, twin. Infinite blessings to my twin. Thank you so much for your constant support, King. It's definitely appreciated. I can't even tell you. Okay. Infinite blessings to you. Let me see what else the good family was saying. I see people saying hi to the beautiful King. As always, gotta salute greatness when it's in the building. Oh my goodness, the King Freedom's March is in the building, aka my counterpart. Salute to you, King. Lovely to see you. You've been done with Kitty Cat Core. Right, Kitty Cat Core. That's another goddamn surname for his ass. He could, Eric. I think he should consider that. He could be a professional mud wrestler. Yeah. Go take up mud wrestling. You know what I mean? Go learn how to garden. You know what I'm saying? Because as sweet as he's motherfucking acting, go pick up some goddamn gardening. You know what I'm saying? Tend to your roses. You know what I mean? Your daffodils, and you'll have plenty to pass out to your, you know what I'm saying, your lady, your, you know what I mean? Your mama, your, you know what I'm saying? Go grow some roses. You know what I mean? Be good at that. Get yourself a green thumb and have at it with the flowers. You know what I'm saying? Because the boxing, I don't know. I have questions about if this is for you, King. The way that man is ducking and goddamn dodging the smoke and thinking that the fight with Teofimo Lopez is what's going to solidify him as the Himothy of the earth. This nigga's bugging. Nigga's motherfucking bugging, y'all. Okay? Crazy, crazy, crazy work, you guys. Let's see. The Great Mike says, this is the most blatant and unabashed duck in boxing, ain't it? And we've had so many Great Mike, haven't we? Great Mike, brothers and sisters, we have had to sit through Rolly. I just don't want to fight him. That's all. What does he do? I'm going to get sued for 5 years straight if I fight him. And all this other ridiculous, crazy, nonsensical things that this man said, right? We have Riri the fucking racist. You know what I mean? Going on all types of racist tirades, only to turn around and duck because he didn't want no goddamn smoke and pressure with the young king. You know what I mean? We have a whole list of niggas out here ducking and fucking dodging. Richard Hitchenson's, jumps on the bandwagon as fast as he can to say the name of Devin Haney at every stop that he can, whenever he can. You know what I mean? Get a little bit of shine on him for fucking 15 minutes and then vanishes into obscurity again because nobody gives a fuck about him. Same thing with Rolly. Nobody gives a fuck about Rolly. He ate off of the attention that he was getting for the 15 minutes that he had it when there was the prospective fight with Devin on the show. These niggas are ridiculous. The only real nigga, I swear to God, of anybody on that hit list is Brian Norman Jr. Brian the Storm Norman. He's the only motherfucker that stood up to the call and said, what's popping? Yes, I'll get in there with you. You know what I mean? Talk all of the shit that he could, believed in himself to every capacity that he could. Got in there and did what he had to do as best as he could do with what was in front of him. Yes, he came up short, but I do not have any question about that man's valor or warriorship. And yes, I want to see every level of his warriorship exemplified as he continues on his journey as a fighter. You know what I'm saying? He did it. And he has my respect and the respect from all the real ones because he did it. We cannot question that man's heart. These other niggas have no heart, including hot girl summer goddamn Stevenson. Crazy work. And this is the motherfucker that wants to stand on a mountaintop and assert that he is the best thing, after God in boxing. And he should believe that of himself. But that should not go without him proving that. The proving part is what is missing. There's no problem with his confidence. I salute that. Time to prove that, though. He has gotten complacent with the jargon. He has forgotten the action that's supposed to accompany the verbiage. That's the problem, ladies and gentlemen. And that's what he has to be held accountable for by the cognizant as much as possible and at all times. Anyways, good people, there's a lot that we could discuss, and I swear to God, we could be on here for another hour because there are some notable mentions within the interview that I came across. There were also some things, notable mentions, or that we could account for on Twitter with him going back and forth with Purple Pain Davis. Supposedly, there's this alleged account of burner account of Purple Pain Davis, and he was going back and forth with that and trying to be friendly with goddamn Purple Pain. I think I do have a quick receipt to show you guys of that. I did take a snapshot of it because I thought it was hilarious. Here we go. He was saying something to that account, the burner account, which is called something like G Money or something, to that degree. And this is one of the posits that he made, right? He said, hold on, let me take this off. He says, and I don't take nothing away from you. He's talking to that burner account who is allegedly Purple Pain, right? I don't know how true it is, but there was some back and forth. And then Devin actually came out and posted something of Purple Pain, which I'll show for you guys in just a second as well. But anyway, the Shook one says, And I don't take nothing away from you. I'm not trying to be friends with you, but I'm not against you either until I have to go against you for real. You come from where I come from. Destiny just awaits us. That's all. You hear this fucking sassy shit? And why he got all this honey all over his words when he is talking to this alleged Purple Pain Davis? Why is he so friendly and cajoling towards this nigga? What is this fucking coquettish ass energy, brothers and sisters? I don't want to take nothing away from you either. You know, we ain't got to be friends, but we ain't got to be no enemies now, you hear? What? Why is this nigga trying to be friendly with this nigga? And the only thing that burner account was doing was lighting his ass up any goddamn way. Telling him how he don't give a fuck about him, don't give a damn about being friends, and wants to beat his ass. Quite frankly, that's what the burner account was saying. Nigga, I don't give a fuck about how you think. I don't give a fuck about being your friend. I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm about to see you real soon, is what the burner account said. That's allegedly Purple Pain. So he's lighting this motherfucker up, head to goddamn toe. And this nigga talk about, we're not enemies, you know, I got respect for you. Destiny. Oh, destiny awaits us. What? What? This motherfucker is scared to death. They're scared to look. They shook. Ain't no such thing as fucking halfway crooks, y'all. Scared to death. They're scared to look. Y'all mean? This shit is so fucking sassy. It's just disgusting to me. Absolutely disgusting to me, y'all. Now, Devin posted something also right before I went live. For those of you on Twitter, or those of you who don't have Twitter, I'll share it with you. He had posted a picture of Purple Pain goddamn Davis, which made me put a little bit of validity towards the fact that that burner account may have actually been Purple Pain himself, because Devin posted this, brothers and sisters. This shit was fucking funny as hell. Dev was low-key lighting his ass up. Look what the young king, oh, do I have to take this off? Hold on. Let me take this off. Here we go. Add to stage. Look what the young king posted. Look what the young king posted of the Purple Pain with his mom. He says, I'll post Tank's dad for Father's Day since he won't. Happy Father's Day, Big Tank. That's fucked up. You broke and you made him move out the house? Yo, young king is on demon time, okay? Like, most of the time he's very mellow and very calm, but please trust and believe that that is definitely every bit of the Debo that he was nicknamed, y'all. So here go Debo, lighting his ass up. I'll post the picture of his dad since he won't. Happy Father's Day, Big Tank. That's fucked up. You broke and you made him move out the house, brothers and sisters. Absolutely savage. So that kind of gave me, you know, a little chuckle, but also made me kind of, you know, raise my eyebrow at, oh, maybe that was Purple Pain, because he posted this as a shot to say, nigga, first of all, why would Purple Pain even be fucking chiming in? Don't you got a goddamn case to worry about? Don't you got some therapy to keep your ass from beating bitches up, slap bitches upside the head? You know what I mean? Don't you got, you know what I'm saying, some things that you have to take care of, legalities that you need to sort out about yourself? You understand what I'm saying? Why all of a sudden are you in the mix? Is this nigga trying to save Shakur from all that heat and pressure that Debo was giving to him? He's trying to save a hoe? Oh, let me jump in the mix of this, you know, to get some quick attention and deflect from that Debo smoke that you're getting on that side. Let's me and you go back and forth at it. What the fuck? Get your little ass over to the side, nigga. Grown men are motherfucking talking. Active fighters are fucking talking. Tank Davis is not an active fighter at the moment. You know what I mean? Go focus on what it is that you got to do. Let the motherfucking grown-ass man handle their damn warfare that they trying to get popping. Or at least Devin is trying to get popping with this chump, this sucker Shakur Stevenson. Trying to get him from under his goddamn bed so he can fucking fight and earn his manhood on the battlefield. So that was crazy work, you know, seeing that back and forth. But here Devin is lighting his ass up, and rightfully so. Go sit your ass down. Anywho, ladies and gentlemen, wonderful discussion today. I knew I was gonna go, you know, and be a little bit more extensive with our dialogue as far as the, you know, time and stuff like that. Like I said, I prepared to go in with my good family. Right? Ain't that right? Debo is wild as hell. Facts, Ra. Salute to you. Facts. Demon time, you guys. I'm like, what? Dev just lit this man the fuck up real quick too. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. So I love how he's stepping. You know what I mean? Obviously, Debo is still unrelenting. You know what I mean? He has not changed. You know what I'm saying? Everything remains to be the same. He wants that pressure. He wants that heat. He wants that smoke. And he's still calling for both of them. And he is not going to be dissuaded in any way, of the fact that he and Shakur Stevenson is the biggest fight in boxing. You know what I'm saying? But should whatever this situation is going to be with the mandatory be called, that isn't, anything that he considers to be problematic, because as we discussed, he wants fucking Keyshawn Davis too. Both of them can and will get it. That's his plan. That's his aim. And that's the entire objective. Both of them. Okay? Only thing we waiting on is Shakur to agree, because he has yet to do that through and through, brothers and sisters, for whatever reason. Right? And so we have been getting insight from the legendary Trill Bill on platforms like the Beautiful King BF's channel, right? Where he checks in regularly. And definitely Bill Haney has been showing hella massive love to the champ side, giving him exclusive. I saw the clip where the young king himself even came in, and affirmed that he wants Shakur Stevenson still. He wants him first. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens. I know a lot of people were trying to use that mandatory with Keyshawn as an excuse, as an out, for the fight against Shakur Stevenson. Oh, that's an out. He has to fight Keyshawn Davis because he's the Mando. To my understanding, brothers and sisters, the champion has, a leeway that he is given as far as duration, a certain amount of time that he is allotted, to set up a fight with him. And it's a good bit of time. It's not something that he has to do right away at all, right? So that he could fight fucking Shakur Stevenson first if he wanted to, because he is given an ample amount of time, extended to him before he has to meet those mandatory requirements. So that excuse is out the fucking window for those fucking sassy ass man fans trying to wave their fucking glitter rainbow flag around, talk about, oh, he has to fight Keyshawn first and immediately, because that's not the case. A lot of narratives going out there, brothers and sisters, but that's why I respect and salute the good. Oh, salute to the King Benji up in here. Salute to the King Benji. He says, not a good day for core and Tank fans. Okay. Like how Haney handled himself. They all clicking up. Aren't they? They trying to motherfucking, what they call that? Voltron. They trying to come Voltron like some fucking Power Rangers out this bitch. You know what I mean? One take the arm, one take the leg. Fucking it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous how they are clicking up. But, they can do that all they want. Debo is 10 toes at all times. All of them can get it. If he could, he'd probably fight them niggas all at once if he could, right? But that he's stepping either way, and he wants to get in there and compete with those that consider themselves to be the best and that are highly regarded by the extended boxing community. So it's no sweat off his back at all. He wants the pressure. He wants the smoke. That's the thing that these niggas got absolutely misconstrued out here, because they're too deluded and fucking, crushing on their fucking favorite fighters to realize that. Does not matter the order, does not matter the time. He wants all of them, everybody. He has a hit list for a reason. Brothers and sisters, anybody can get it, any one of them at any time. That's DHP, and that's why he is the best fighter in the world and the face of boxing. Brothers and sisters, I'm going to end it there. Don't want to hold you guys too much longer. I appreciate the cook with my good family. Thank you to my hitters, my gunners, the great Mike, the Queen Mama Love, Jaquila Fields, my twin Daryl Anderson, my big brother, the Druth, for showing love, Bean Pro for showing love in the super chat, the King Slim, the King Ra, my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful King BFTB for showing love in the building this evening. I always appreciate seeing you. The counterpart, Freedom's March. You know what I'm saying? Who else we got up in here? IFF, the King, Eric O. Always lovely to see you. The King, St. Louis, a.k.a. Uncommon. My number one comrade, the King Patrice. And all of the names that I could run the gamut on. I just scrolled up real quick to call out some names. Salute to everybody that I didn't name. If I didn't, just know that you are in my gratitude. I appreciate you so much, you guys. Keep in touch with me. Make sure you check out the membership if you guys have not become a member. Definitely consider it, because I got some exclusive stuff that I have begun putting out specifically and particularly for the members, right? So consider becoming a member. Also hit the like button on your way out, right? Follow me on Twitter if you guys have Twitter, because we be cooking on there. Right? A lot of stuff goes down on Twitter, you guys. I definitely suggest you sign up. And if you do, definitely give me a follow. And infinite blessings to you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening and a wonderful, prosperous week ahead. Big happy Father's Day, like I said, to all the beautiful men, all the beautiful brothers standing 10 toes in that masculine fatherhood, right? That you have been blessed with. You are divine. You are loved. And salute. Infinite blessings to everybody, y'all. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.